So it's everything except for
Black American.
just some Black American shit. They say the town, the feeling in the town is you've alienated the black businesses.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on everything sports and culture. From trending news to game highlights and hot debates, we've got it all. Hit the subscribe button and stay in the loop. So Lauryn Hill has issued a formal statement following her delayed performance at the 2025 Essence Festival of Culture, thanking festival organizers for publicly acknowledging that the late start to her set was not her fault. The historic Grammy-winning artist was scheduled to perform at 12:35 a.m. on Saturday. However, due to scheduling delays earlier in the evening, Lauryn Hill reportedly did not take the stage until 2:30 a.m., with her set ending at around 3:37 a.m. The timing led to widespread online speculation, with many attributing the delay to Lauryn Hill's past late arrivals.
Game. Essence Fest.
Yeah. Good one. Wow. That was a good one. Wow.
Segue.
Tossing the mark.
Essence Fest, as you know, is an annual event in our culture, in our community. It's a dope event. I love Essence Fest for what it means. But this year was a little rough.
What happened?
Not much. It was sparsely attended. I think when I looked in the stands, maybe 60% of the seats were empty.
Who were the headliners?
You had Patti LaBelle was there, Jasmine Sullivan was there, Lauryn was the headliner at the end.
Okay. Stephanie Mills
was there, and we're gonna talk about her because she just wrote an open letter to Essence Fest about,
and it was bad.
It was rough.
Glorilla was one of the main performers.
Yeah,
as well.
Glorilla was there. There was some great acts. It wasn't a lack of acts, but it just wasn't there. The vibe in New Orleans was dope as always because there's so many people descending down there, especially black women.
It's the whole weekend, right?
It's the whole weekend.
It's not like one day. Okay.
No, it's the whole weekend. You go down there. There's events. There's panels. There's concerts. It's the whole thing. And Essence Fest is fire. I love Essence Fest. It's just this year it just wasn't well attended and it wasn't well managed. You know, the headline went out, and I got to correct the Lauryn Hill slander because people, you know, the headlines kept saying Lauryn Hill show doesn't end till 3 a.m. Lauryn Hill he was playing of 300 people. It was true. But it wasn't her fault. That's why the headline was tricky. It talked about how late she performed, but she didn't arrive late. Lauryn was on time. Everything was running 40.
The event ran late.
The event. Well, I'll say
so
when it was time to start, Lauryn was there. When it was ready for, Ron Isley was up like 3 hours past his bedtime. He didn't hit the stage till like 11 o'clock p.m. And everything was 40. When Ron Isley hit the stage, the act before him was running 45 minutes past the time Ron Isley was supposed to have ended. Like that's how late it was.
Why did it start so late?
Just that I can't say, but from what
Niggas.
Yeah, I guess I can say. Turns out I can.
There's been a lot of changes
You can say it
to
at
like
this
Sorry, old habits.
There's been a lot of changes to like the infrastructure of, you know, people who were responsible for running the fest, and it's just, unfortunately, they ran into a lot of inefficiency.
Yeah, a lot. Like Maxwell, for example, who also was another one of the big acts. He was supposed to start his performance at 11:15. He took the stage at basically 1 a.m., 12:55 a.m.
That's crazy.
So 2 hours behind schedule.
Exactly. So Lauryn didn't hit the stage. Lauryn's set was supposed to start at like 2:00. Maxwell, Lauryn arrived on stage at 2:31. Like they took about 20 minutes to get her band together and do the setup. She didn't hit the stage till 2:31. Nobody was there. Her thing ended at 3:37 a.m.
That's horrible for a concert or a festival that's primarily aimed at an older generation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
It's an uncle and auntie joint. It's not even the BET Award weekend, which is for like the generation.
And it's the event that the uncles and the aunties feel like they can get cute for.
Yeah,
you got me here all night in the shoes that hurt my feet.
Yeah, it's also the jewel in the crown. It's the one that it's the thing that funds the magazine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really important.
Stephanie Mills wrote. I'm not gonna read the whole letter, but she wrote an open letter to the Essence organizers. She's writing to share my feedback. I remain grateful, all the yada yada yadas. But she said the challenges I encountered were multifaceted and, in my view, indicative of broader organizational shortcomings. The schedule and time management were severely lacking, creating a chaotic and stressful environment backstage. The disorganization cascaded onto the stage, impacting the flow of the event and ultimately diminishing the quality of the performances. And she said basically these are not isolated instances beyond the logistics, the technical difficulties, all of that. She was just saying it's an overall issue. I don't love that she did that. She is.
You know Stephanie Mills?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and, I mean, I'm not surprised that
It read very Stephanie Mills.
Yo, for sure.
Every paragraph said the same shit. Yo, these niggas fucked up. They fucked hards, below standard. Get it right.
Right.
In a very professional way.
I just wonder what that letter would have meant behind, backstage or behind the scenes or whatever. But
Sometimes you got to do it publicly.
sometimes I'm not sure if I love it. You know what I mean? Essence has a long history of doing it right, so I feel like although this year was terrible,
But she said it's been new people.
Yeah, no, and the new regime is extremely new. Like as late as like last year before, it was run very efficiently. So,
Or our performances might have been lackluster. So we don't want to take the brunt for that. We want to put it out there like, yo, I rushed through my set, or I gave you a half-ass set because we went on 2 hours late.
Yeah, I feel
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
I feel that.
I don't want it to be a reflection on me. It was them.
The thing is, I will say most, and I saw pieces of, because they didn't do the whole full stream like they used to, which is another thing that I thought was interesting. Everything I saw looked good. Lauryn's set, which was the headline set, was a dope set as well. She even took some requests from the crowd, which she could hear because there was only like 300 people there. So, no, I'm not even being funny.
No, I heard it was dope, but they showed the seating and it was empty.
Somebody literally shouted out, "Yo, gotta find peace of mind." And she was like, "All right, we didn't practice that, but I'll do it." And she did it. She did tell him, and she was at the end of the set. She was like. She was looking to one of the fans like, I had to look at you for the lyrics because I couldn't remember. But she was trying to engage the audience at 3:30 a.m.
Very professional. That's very dope.
That's what I'm saying.
And that leaves honestly, that makes it a more intimate show. Even if it's a big venue or something, those fans that was there, they remember that than just the show where
They
you just ran
stayed
through your
till
normal
3
joint.
o'clock in the morning for me.
I had basically a one-on with Lauryn Hill.
Which is crazy. The other thing I want to add is it's not just Essence. I want to talk about the Essence in a minute, but it's not just Essence. The Jazz Festival, a couple of annual jazz festivals have been down in attendance. Like a lot of big black festivals are down now. And what I'm wondering is maybe we should stop trying to have these things every year. Maybe this needs to be an every 2-year thing, every 4-year thing.
Why?
Because people
Nobody
aren't coming.
says the same thing. I mean, attendance being down is one thing, but we got to think about the reasons as to why. You
Talk
know
to me
what I
about
mean?
that. Yeah, what do you think?
Niggas is fucked up.
Money is down for people, bro. This is a
It ain't just jazz
But
festival.
that's another reason to do it every other year.
Dog, we talked about Summer Jam going from MetLife to Arena. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's down.
I see. So then what's the end? What do we do here?
I don't feel like that's I feel like that's lazy.
I heard people.
I feel like that's lazy.
Some people said that the Essence Festival was down because they started to get advertising dollars from Target.
No. See, that's what's incorrect. So the CEO of... no, okay, all right, finish. Go ahead.
No, but if
You got it, fam.
No, go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
that's all right. Yeah, finish. What you saying?
I was just going to say, because there was a lot of criticism. Finish.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm laughing at Flip, but go ahead.
Somebody, please.
Yeah, come on.
Please.
Okay. There was a lot of criticism in regards to Essence Magazine, their main sponsor being Target, because of the boycott that is still in effect. But the issue with that is Carolyn Wanga is the CEO of Essence, and she used to be head of DEI at Target.
15 years.
Exactly. And so when you have a contract with an organization like Target, they have been a long-running sponsor. This is pre-boycott. This is pre-everything. You can't just get out of that contract just because of, political issues or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? And then she was also kind of responsible for bringing Target into black, communities and pairing, getting more, what?
I'm not laughing at you. Everything you're saying is 100%. I was just thinking about all the black people I know who support concerts and don't give a damn who the sponsor is. I'm thinking of all the uncles that go to the Newport Jazz Festival.
Right.
They've been killing us for like 30 years.
Right.
Tavis Smiley's event sponsored by Wells Fargo. I'm just thinking.
Selective outrage.
I'm not sold.
That's how they get in when we boycott.
But not just that.
Yeah.
When you have Tamika Mallory and you have other people come prior to the actual Essence Festival, start pointing out that we're not going this year because of these things. That is they are influential people, and they could potentially.
Y'all might be right.
And they could
That's
potentially
true.
turn.
I'm just not
people
sold
away.
that that's why black people didn't go
I'm
to
saying maybe, maybe not. I'm just giving you an example.
I just ain't never met a person that said I'm not going because Target's a sponsor. I don't know of any black person that would go to
That's
Essence
not
Festival.
the reason why. That ain't the reason why. That's just an additive. Something that we noticed while we was mad.
I ain't met a black person that was really boycotting Target.
That's the other thing.
No, I'm talking about
there's
that
a lot.
I've met.
There's a lot.
I'm agreeing
I've
with
heard
you.
people say it,
There's a lot of people.
and I ran into them people in Target. Hell, what you doing here?
Just making sure y'all niggas ain't here.
That's your man.
I know.
You know about it. Freeze. Free.
I was on Target yesterday, baby. But go ahead.
I know. Listen, I know you was.
I sure was. The numbers
Bought it all.
Their numbers say something different.
Yeah,
I don't doubt the numbers.
Their numbers are saying something drastically different.
But I'm just wondering if the people who would boycott Target, which is probably a more educated middle class audience, which I guess is Essence.
It's the Essence
Yeah,
Festival.
that's
demo.
a fair point.
That makes sense.
That's a fair
College
point.
educated, 40-something-year-olds going down.
I guess I just don't know.
Really want to talk about what the
No, I just don't know none of them. Like you saying that's my demo?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm missing it.
Nah, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
That's great for a pod. You know.
So what's the reason, Joe? Break it down for us. I feel like you
are smooth.
have the answer.
I don't have the answer, but I feel like whatever answer I'm about to say, you familiar. But this is good what you're doing. You are smooth, nigga. You're marking some shit.
He is, but I'm trying. You know me.
Because the conversation is about this Kenyan lady alienating Black Americans.
Okay,
and
I heard about that.
And Essence Festival being some Black American shit since '92 or whenever the fuck it was.
Yes.
Who's the Kenyan lady?
Yeah.
He's talking about Carolyn Wang as
she's
the
the
CEO.
CEO of
She also has Kenyan
Essence.
citizenship.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. But
Okay.
I think that it's missing.
So she got all of these fucking flags everywhere, all these other things. That's cool. Look at Mark. Look at Mark. So she got all these flags everywhere. You know I'm bad at geography, so I don't know, but I know the flags when I see them. So it's everything except for
Black Americans.
just some Black American shit. They say the town, the feeling in the town is you've alienated the Black businesses, local Black businesses that have contributed to the curation of Essence Fest forever. I know when I went in 03 and 04 and around that whole hood, a big part of that was the local businesses. So now you done shut them out the game. All right, cool. Now you got this Target shit going on while there's a boycott. You are not organized. Maybe you don't have your pulse on things to really get people out here. I don't think it's people don't have money. I don't think it's nothing but the soul is gone. The soul is gone. Sometimes it's okay to say when you see it, I know it's sensitive, but the soul is gone.
And I think that's the point. For me, it's less about her heritage.
Oh yeah, I wasn't putting that on her.
I know
Yeah,
you're not. I know you're
I
not.
wasn't doing that.
But that is what people are saying. You know, all the there are a lot of people online who are saying, you know, she's not of Negro lineage, slave lineage, and therefore it's. But it's not that. I think that's beside the point. I think it's what you're getting at, which is there's fewer Black content creators involved, fewer Black designers, fewer Black artists on the organizational side and the design side. I don't know if that's the reason, but that's definitely true that there's less of that happening right now, and a lot of people are concerned about that. Again, I don't know if that makes people not show out. It could just be money, like y'all said. It could just be that people ain't got the money they used to. That to me is always the first answer on these kinds of things.
Yeah, because-
Essence Fest don't seem to have the money that they once had.
But
We
think
keep
about
talking
that.
about the people.
The Black people or the people that potentially always go to Essence, they don't know who's pulling the puppet strings behind closed doors.
Yeah.
The CEO or whoever the fuck the CEO is really not of their concern like that.
No, but I think
We
they're
going
saying
for
that,
the artist.
I think they're saying that that part of what made Essence successful was engaging the local business, getting people involved, which
That's
helped
possible.
generate publicity, marketing, and bringing people into the stands. I
Yeah,
don't know
when
enough
that
about
stops happening, then you're gonna feel that.
Maybe locally. But a lot of the people coming from Essence, they're coming from near and far. You got people coming from California. You got people, my man and them used to go from Jersey 30 deep down there. You get what I'm saying? They don't necessarily know that the CEO is not allocating the marketing dollars accordingly.
Why
Was it
Niggas know that
advertised?
Mary J. Blige is performing and this person's performing. And
They may
this
not.
person-
They may not know offhand, or that may not be their focus. But they do know.
Well,
Like weeks before Essence Fest, all of those people that hopped in trucks, hit the road, bought flights, the dope boys. That word
was
hit
the talk.
hit the hood, and it was the talk for a
didn't hear
little
that.
while. There is zero Essence Fest talk,
But that's
and
not
it
just
trickled.
I forgot it was
Essence Fest,
happening,
though.
honestly, till I saw it. Yeah.
That's not just Essence Fest. That's what I'm saying. Parks can't. Well, I don't want to keep going back, but when Summer Jam happened, we sat here and was like, "That shit was today."
I think
it's festivals.
I think no.
Okay.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
I'm listening.
Hot 97 is a private owned radio station. The conversation we are trying to have, right? There's no lack of attendance at Carnival. Like, I want to get back to black shit. I don't want to take it to comparing it to The white.
I'm just saying the shit that we.
There's
was
no
going
lack
to
of
be talking
attendance.
about.
I think he's talking about the lack of promotion and the lack
of talking about it. Niggas used to talk about going to.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Essence Fest. Niggas was talking about going.
What I'm saying though is it's a bad comp to use Summer Jam in them because we need to use black events.
Okay.
Because black people know how word get around.
I got what you're saying about Summer Jam.
Black people
but
and
carnival
black
attendance might be low too. We don't know.
No,
I think he's saying it's
low.
not.
Carnival attendance is not.
It's not.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because they might used to get 200,000. Maybe they only get 100,000 now. So you can't really gauge it unless you're an active participant there.
See, I don't know enough.
I don't know enough either.
I feel confident in saying that. It's not.
Maybe not. I don't know.
And it's not to the point where it makes it back to your block.
What do you? But to Freeze's point, Joe, what do you think the issue would be if there is lack of promotion?
You didn't even see a streamer there. Like, what are y'all talking about? We in 2025.
Got it. So they're not in touch with what's going on now.
They don't know what the fuck is going on because who is in charge?
I got what you're saying.
We ain't up there.
But you know, some people when they like to,
you laugh and make a face, but when they call and say what the budget is, it lets me know.
But you know what, Joe? Even your streamer point, that ain't for that crowd.
It's not their demo.
But they know
the streamers ain't.
But you can make it for that crowd.
You
can make it. You can cater.
Anybody that's trying to promo an event should say streamer in their meeting.
And in addition,
it don't matter who your crowd is.
Yeah.
You should be saying streamer in your meeting.
And
the NBA crowd ain't they crowd.
The NBA crowd, no.
But you also,
that's not true.
The NBA crowd is not their crowd. Hey, the NBA crowd is old ass. I mean, not crowd. The owners are old ass people that in the meeting somebody had to say streamers.
Why?
And they
because
listen.
we're trying to attract all of
Joe,
them.
the demographic
The
that
people that's
typically
coming
goes to
there?
the All-Star game might be in the 27, 28-year-old demo.
What I'm telling y'all is if you're trying to promote an event, you should say the word streamer. I don't know what y'all are arguing.
I get that. And we don't know that the
that's
word
the
come
end
up
of
and
my
they say,
point.
well, what is streaming?
Nigga, there are Z-list streamers.
Right.
You don't have to have a Kai Cenat. There's other streamers. The effort involved in this, they missed the boat all around the board.
They definitely missed the streaming boat. I don't know, but I see our point about the demographic.
They missed the attendance boat.
Yeah.
Fuck the streaming. I'm with y'all. That's not their thing. But if you missing the attendance boat, then it's time to talk about other boats.
Well, then that changes. Now you need the acts that.
Not only that,
Wallow wasn't there. Fuck the streamers. Wallow was gone. Rashad wasn't there. What are we talking about? We black culture. We know what the fuck black culture looks like for the last 10 years. Stop, because we on the pod. You can say it. We can say it. People are missing the boat on black culture. Why is that difficult to say as black people?
You've been on that lately. For the past couple
I'm on that. I'm turning into my dad, nigga, before your very eyes.
But was there a conversation? Did you have?
I'm on that. I don't need nobody else to be on it with me.
No, I'm just saying, but for the past couple of months, you've been on that. Since the conversation a couple of pods ago, like while
I've been on it before that. Listen,
but I'm just talking about when I heard it. Because when I first got here, you wasn't really speaking like that. So did something happen? Did you go to South Carolina?
It's just getting more blatant.
Got it.
It's just getting more overt. It's just in your face more. The older you get and the more you gain understanding about how America works and functions, you'll see it more than you would like to see it. And I'm not just talking about from white people when I say that.
Well, the problem with the black culture part is we don't. I mean, as soon as we get up, we sell that.
We're the consumers.
Yeah. We sell black culture.
We're the consumers.
And when you start talking about Wallow not being there or EYL or somebody not being there and them my niggas, so no disrespect to them. Nowadays, when niggas get to a certain place, you got to pay me to be there. It ain't about culture no more. Because if it was about culture, I would do it for free.
I said we sell it.
No. Let me talk, Joe. Let me talk. So again, if you want these people to necessarily be there that are influential people that will bring in our demographic, you got to pay me to be there.
I just said that 20 minutes ago.
So it's not about culture. It's about money.
Well, what's interesting is, here's one thing to add to this. Essence does pay people to be there. They just didn't pay those people.
Or may not have met their number.
Now, that's possible. I don't know.
Because some of the people that are typically at Essence, they were there.
But to Joe's point, they didn't even. Well, I don't know. I can't say what they tried, but they could have gotten the great value version of Wallow. They could have gotten
Yeah, y'all
Adidas
doing a
Wallow.
whole lot of capping. You know
what I'm saying? And none of
there's
that was
other
there.
Wallows that they could have gotten for a different number. Like, stop with this bullshit.
I think that there's a couple of issues here. One, Essence has relied on the fact of its popularity for many years, and so they assume that the same people are going to come and it's going to be well attended, et cetera. But their demographic, the people that usually come to Essence, they're aging. And so you have to find a way to appeal to the younger people who might not know anything about Essence Fest, and you got to make it intriguing for them to want to come. And so Glorilla is a great start, but there's got to be ancillary acts there, like
someone should have reached out to Melissa Ford or Ish or Ice or myself or Flip and said, hey, we'll get you a hotel and tickets and X amount of dollars to come down here.
Anybody that could spread the good word of Essence Fest.
Yeah.
And that is a meeting for their brain trust to have.
Yeah.
But if you skipped local...
They might not be able to afford Joe or
but
Wallow.
if you skipped the local businesses, then you skipped this talk. That's the point.
So it sounded like they were trying to spend as little as possible.
You missed a lot of
That's
points.
what it sounded like.
That's what I think.
I tried to spend. I want my overhead to be as low as possible.
That means that means that you tried to make as much as possible.
Yes.
So you think all that cutting corners bullshit.
No, it's not cutting corners. Hold on. There is a lot of major black festivals, like the American Black Film Festival. A lot of their advertisers, when they're black owned, a lot of their advertisers have fucking bailed.
Yeah.
When BET has low viewership, but yet they still get money because it's a white owned company. When Essence was bought by Time magazine, they had an influx of advertising dollars. Now that it's back to being black owned,
I don't know that BET gets low viewership. I think that BET Plus numbers are up. I think BET's numbers are. I don't know about low.
Just not in comparison to what it was, like once upon a time. In comparison to then, and the money that they still get for advertising dollars because it's a company that's white owned. I'm just making the distinction between white owned and black owned, and how much less advertising dollars these companies get. It's just a fact.
I'm in agreement with you.
Yeah.
I think it's a complicated problem. I don't think it's just a one thing. I don't necessarily know how much for them to have to take Target's money, or a lot of bigger entities pulled out of DEI initiatives. Period. You get what I'm saying? So Essence Festival is something that's geared toward us. They might not be supporting that shit no more. I don't know.
Even the Target money I'm hearing was $150 to $300.
So what the fuck could you do when you got Maxwell, Lauryn Hill, this person, that person, all of these artists? Because the artists typically are the draw. When my friends used to go down there, used to be like, yo, we going to the Angie Stone joint, we going to this, we going to that. We gotta pay these artists, so we don't necessarily.
So the sales department is fired. What are you? I'm firing my sales department. People are getting fired, and I'm bringing in competent people to help in all these areas that y'all are saying. The sales department has to go. If I can't get this ad, then where are the ads that I can get? If you only got $150 and $300 from Target, see, and that's why I'm saying. But check this pod from 4 or 5 years ago to hear how I was talking then, because that's been the point. You niggas will post a McDonald's ad for $1,000. It's McDonald's. Like, you telling me about $150 you got from Target? I could point you to drug dealers that'll give you $150. Stop, please.
I don't know what the number was, but what I do know, and what I've heard from a lot of black media, professionals, is that because of something like this, they want economic inclusion to be considered like a civil right, because it's just so jarringly, racist. So I don't know. I can't speak to how much Target gave, but what I can speak to is, after talking to people, the contract with Target was something that it was a long running contract, and you just can't break it.
That's cool, but where's the rest of the contracts?
Right.
That's cool, and you couldn't do nothing with the contract, with the Target contract. We got that. Black people will look over there and give the side eye like they did.
Yeah.
Where are the other contracts?
But have we not heard about a lot of companies that, like, once DEI was done away with, they just literally walked away?
That means those companies picked a side, which also means there are companies that pick the other side,
which may not have a bigger bag to throw you for.
Okay, so go get a couple of them.
Yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with this.
We'll see what happens next year.
Black people know what boots on the ground mean.
I think when people realize what's at stake,
I think that that's what I see what you're saying.
Yeah, black people know
I don't think
boots on the
people.
ground,
I don't
man.
think people like to restart. I think they try to maintain some sort of level that they were once at.
Mandy wasn't there.
Sometimes it's okay to restart. Sometimes it's okay to say, yo, we fucked up, or this is fucked up, or whatever's going on. Let's go for a smaller company, or let's go for a smaller business to
Scale it down.
Let's scale it down. Let's include shit. We don't have to do this extravagant thing, because now look where we at now.
the only thing I would add to this as we move on is just, as a community, we gotta know what's at stake here. Essence is a staple,
Got it.
and this festival is the thing that keeps Essence going. Black magazines, black media in general is dying. And print media in general is dying. I mean, that's why there's no Jet magazine. That's why, Black Enterprise, has struggled. That's why, all of them, Jet, Ebony, all of them. Essence is one of the ones that has thrived, but it's because of this festival. So when we choose not to support or not to go, we're not just not supporting the festival. We're actually taking a real big strike against like one of the real monuments in our culture. So
Couldn't
It's
agree
like an
more. Couldn't
institution.
agree more.
we gotta all think about that.
Yeah, I know good people over there. I don't know if they're still there. Well, I used to know good people over there. So
Same.
I don't want to come off like that.
So what do you do when, again, for the people that is with the I'm boycotting Target, anything Target?
I mean, it's the right question.
What do you do?
Again, I'm not convinced that that's why people aren't going, but if that is the case, I don't know. I mean, I think Essence has to make some decisions about their relationship to Target.
Okay.
I think that I wouldn't put that on the boycotter. I'd put that on Essence.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But
Yo, when you got a relationship with somebody or a corporation or an influencer or some shit and it get hot, you go to them, you say it's hot, go lay low for a second.
Right.
Maybe this year we don't put the big Target shit, and they tried to mat it, which looked disgusting. Like it wasn't even the Target logo. So now it seemed like you're trying to be tricky with this matte pink and Target. You know what the fuck? Stop playing with black people. Stop playing in people's face.
Yeah. Now you
Got
play.
it. Okay.
Hey, just
Now
lay
you
low
play.
this year.
Now
We're
you
not
play.
telling you to
That's
go and
interesting.
admonish the whole shit, but just be cool this year. You're not rubbing black people the right way. And at some point, that conversation has to be had in C-suites if you care about the interest of black people.
yeah,
Got you.
I'm done with this.
yeah.
No.
Because I'm not going. So, I mean, I'm just running my mouth.
On a different note,
Well, that's not true. I'll go if they get it right. If they get it right, I'll be there.
I'm surprised they didn't invite us.
Because they've invited me and us for several years, and I turned it down because the coin is not what it's supposed to be, and the experience is not what it used to be. So we don't do it. But that's the audience that I want us to perform in front of.
Right. Where did that?
Well, the audience that I know to be there. That's who I want to be in front of. But we gotta meet in the middle. And if we're not meeting in the middle, that tells me that you didn't do your job somewhere, because you knew I was gonna cost a coin before you came to me.
Right.
You got to go get it.
Unless they thought you were going to do it just on the.
Nigga, Mouse Jones wasn't there. Nobody was there. Is what I'm saying. So fuck me. Anyway.
Got you.
Good. I got some good news for y'all.
Hey!
Now I know y'all are big travelers. When you travel through the airport now, you ain't got to take your shoes off anymore. TSA.
Oh, hallelujah.
After 20
Well, I had
years.
TSA pre-check. I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's
I just got my pre-check.
Well, you
Oh,
wasted your break.
Wasted my bread.
Hey.
No, because you ain't got to take your laptop out still.
Oh, okay.
So that makes it still worth it. But after 20 years, TSA decided that you no longer have to take shoes off. It's a very secret memo that kind of got out. You know what I mean? They didn't make a public announcement, but inside they decided that was a thing. And the truth is, it was
That's
always
how it should
bullshit.
It was always stupid. Yeah.
No, it wasn't always bullshit.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't always bullshit.
Nigga had a sneaker
A
bomb.
few of them niggas snuck through with the sneaker joint.
Yeah, nigga had a
So
sneaker
it wasn't always bullshit. But as technology has advanced,
That's fair.
they have other ways to determine if you have the bomb.
you're a shoe bomber.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to take off my, like, come on. Walk all over that dirty ass floor.
Yeah.
No sock, because the no sock trend happened a few years ago, pre-pandemic or around there, and we just barefoot in there now on a dirty ass floor when you gotta take your shoe off.
Oh, I hate
And everybody's mad slow.
Yo.
Taking their shit off and putting it back on.
And I be
That's how-
having holes
that-
in my socks.
The airport, when you pass TSA, is what let me know that many Americans are slow. The shit where the tray,
The conveyor belt when the trays
no, the
come out.
trays.
Yeah. Oh, they don't put them back.
No, they don't know what's happening, even with the person standing there telling them exactly what to do. Hey, yo, when this gets empty, come up, put your shit up, put your tray back. Now the line is mad long because you niggas is slow and stupid.
These days are open.
Yeah, they mad.
The niggas are
that's when I
yelling
jumped
the
the line.
same script
That's when I jumped.
while you're in the line before you get to the base, when you turn the corner, the niggas done said the same shit 17 times, and you get up there and be like,
don't say nothing. Becky and them be standing right there. I jump all the way from Starbucks, nigga, to the empty bucket slot hole.
yo,
Fuck what Becky talking about, nigga. Anyway,
So they don't put you through the VIP line?
in the airport, no, I don't do that. I'm a man of the people, Mark. You should be.
I'm in the line. I'm with the people.
I'm with the people.
He said he rides Spirit.
I'm not with those
I
people.
do Spirit, Frontier, whatever.
Oh, no, I'm not with those people. No, change my mind. Nope. You win. You win the people battle.
The people off.
Hey, again, our topic on the board.
different people.
When is it okay to judge a book by its cover? I knew that new Kenyan lady was going to ruin Essence Fest. I think that On the Train is a good time to judge people by their
Great
cover.
time.
1,000 times.
Great
yes.
time.
MAGA hat.
And what was me and Mark just talking about? Because that's why I thought about it. What-
airline, the-
Star Galaxy.
Oh, and on Spirit and Frontier. As I'm walking to my fancy gate,
And you see
I'm
them sitting
judging
there?
all you niggas going to Arkansas. I'm looking
see
at
a
the
Spirit
screen to see where you going to.
Oh, I do that.
I look at the gate.
I definitely-
look at the Arkansas niggas wilding.
You see a Spirit gate?
Yes, really.
I don't see no Spirit gate either.
Yeah, what terminal is that? In that?
Yeah.
Where's that?
When you get your ticket, all of them shits. In Newark?
No.
You don't do Spirit either?
No, he's saying he don't even see it.
The Holy Spirit. I don't see those. I'm dead ass. I don't
the big yellow fucking.
You don't
You
see
wearing the
them bus
Spirit
outside?
colors, nigga. You Spirit.
Yo, I don't see those Spirit gate in Newark Airport.
How often do you fly though? A lot? Do you fly a lot?
I don't even feel like doing this with you. Yes, I fly pretty regular.
That's it. That's all I got,
But
brother.
yeah, I don't. Maybe United just got their own shit down there. You know, Newark is a hub for United. so.
I pretty much I do United in Newark more just because that's where all the flights at.
And you don't see a Spirit gate.
There's a Spirit gate somewhere though, but I usually take Spirit out of Philly, so that's why.
I think it's B.
Oh, see,
Oh,
I
yeah, I'm never
wouldn't
in
know.
B.
There you go. I wouldn't know.
In Newark, if you look to the left and she's like, "Oh, thank God, my ticket's not over there."
Yeah.
It's normally Spirit.
Yeah, it ain't the air tram. It's some cabs.
I used to do that. Air train used to be the shit.
No,
I remember when it was Value Jet.
you got me.
The ticket was $39.99.
You got me.
What's your favorite airport in America?
That I've been in.
LaGuardia.
LaGuardia's fire.
I'm not gonna lie. I stand corrected. Me and you had a little LaGuardia beef.
LaGuardia
That
changed.
shit is fire.
I try to tell you.
That shit is fire.
LaGuardia ain't your old school
Nah,
LaGuardia.
that shit is all right.
And I say neither is Kennedy, but I ain't trying to make it hot. New
Kennedy's
York
fire.
Airport spent that taxpayer money.
Kennedy's fire, too.
And them
Yo.
shits is fire now. They just
They're-
Kennedy's big.
JFK is up there for the issues when you live in New York. When I lived in New York, I hate getting to
Because it's far.
Yeah, it's far.
But once I got there,
It's the one of the best airports.
oh, you can eat at the Palm. get a
Yes.
nice-
Yo,
They got the
LaGuardia.
best steak
Yo,
and eggs in there.
LaGuardia, all
Yeah.
right. It's all right.
I accept your apology.
No, that shit is all right now. That shit used to be
LaGuardia
caca.
now-
It took them 90 years.
I hated that shit.
LaGuardia's be trash.
I always
Yes.
love LaGuardia because it's right by me.
And that Newark Terminal A.
Terminal
Yes,
A
there
is
we go.
gorgeous.
Fire. That's my favorite.
Is that the one with the diner? One of them, she's got a diner.
Terminal A.
No, it's got everything.
They got
Terminal A is
everything.
fire.
everything.
They got aliens.
I hate Atlanta.
What makes an airport good? That's the question. What makes it good?
Convenience.
Convenience. How fast
Dallas
can I
Fort
get
Worth is
from-
one of the fucking worst.
Atlanta.
Because
No,
too
Dallas
big.
Fort Worth.
Too big.
Because
I hate
of
Atlanta.
how it's
you got to
constructed.
get on